Hey y'all, it's me again, Joey.
Well, ready to let them loose?
Yep, that's it. Let's see if they make us run.
Oh,
Probably so.
yeah, that one tried to get after him, but other than that, what can you expect? I mean, can you blame them? Oh yeah, they're getting after us now. Go, Joey, go!
Hey man!
Hey man, buddy. I'm gonna get in the truck. You gotta go back and get your camera.
But also, just get as many as you can off the one next to it. Get out.
You gotta move forward.
Do that side again. Y'all ready? Let's get started. Well, here we are again. Been another hot Saturday. Hope everybody over in the chat's doing good today. Mr. JW, you doing all right?
Yeah, like you said, just another hot Saturday in my world.
Another hot Saturday.
Yeah.
You know, they were talking about Thursday and Friday, talking about how hot today was supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
And now I didn't see the actual report, but somebody said that they talked about like 110. So I think that was probably the feels like.
Yeah,
It's
maybe
110. When I got up this morning, it didn't feel that bad. So I went and jumped on the tractor for a couple of hours working. Finally started getting a little hot. So I parked it. It finally got up. I think it still got up to like 95-ish. But my humidity here was low. It actually got down to like 55 on the humidity. So this kind of felt like a low hot, medium heat wave in Arizona to me. It was hot, but it was good and dry, you know. So
mm-hmm.
I don't know if I explained that well, but
it's humid up here. We've had so much rain. I got one bee yard I was going to mow this afternoon. I started on it, and the grass was just balling up when it came out, and I quit.
yeah.
I said it'll dry up a little later.
All right, it's already in the last 20 minutes. It's dropped 2 degrees, so it's 88 degrees, and the humidity is 66. So that's still not bad at all.
Yeah,
not for here.
Well, my temperature is 85. I don't have my humidity. I'll have to look at my phone and see what my humidity is, but it's humid, I can tell you. It's miserable. You just can't hardly move without melting down. So I watched your video today on your extraction, and it looks like things are going quite well in the world of raws.
Yeah. We have to look at the positive.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah. You're going to eat tonight, aren't you? Be able to eat tonight?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Eat and sleep and everything.
That's the main thing.
Yeah.
That's what I tell them. I said, that as long as you're able to sleep tonight or eat tonight, well, you're in good shape. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. I've got in my little apiary right now, and I still got, at this point, about 12 boxes to pull. And I don't know what's in them. It could be just like the video was this morning. But I've got a little over 700 pounds pulled right now. So
well,
that's not bad for my little operation.
No, I wouldn't think so.
At this point, with still boxes on the hive. I do have the link pinned if anybody wants to come in and chat with us, give us some updates in your neck of the woods. Todd's cooking. Of course he is.
He's always cooking. He's always cooking or got to go eat, didn't he? Huh?
What you cooking, Todd? Let's see. Let me go make sure I did pin that link.
I will say I never did see it, but
It
I'm not
looks
sure you
thin
bet.
over here.
I don't see it on the comments there section.
You in the studio, right?
Yep.
It's not going to show it there. You have to go look at the YouTube side.
Mm,
Country Road says it's there.
okay.
Todd said he had a little under zero honey extracted. I thought he'd already pulled some. Hey,
No,
John.
he won't have any to pull. He says.
Thank you, Clay.
Steak and eggs tonight. All right, buddy.
You know, I don't know what the date is. Somebody on the live last week or a week before or something asked me if I was going to the Louisiana convention this year. I said I'm planning on it. Now I don't know if I'm planning on it or not. I don't even know when it is. The mood just hadn't hit me to go for some reason. I think it's because I'm minus a camper. That might have something to do with it.
Well,
I stayed in a hotel last year, but kind of wanted to utilize the camper this year.
mm-hmm. Well, the last camper we seriously talked about, you was gonna go see about the motorhome. What come from that venture?
Well, I was going to have to trade my camper in on the motorhome, or
Okay,
got
you.
Sell it to get it.
Yeah. Did you actually find one you would have traded maybe if you had the camper? I mean, I know you're accommodating your granddaughters.
As far as new ones go, we found one that it checked all my wife's boxes, and that kind of aggravated me.
Mm-hmm.
She really wanted it, and the fifth wheel we got checked all her boxes, and that's unusual because there's usually something about all of them she don't like.
Mm-hmm.
But all my boxes wasn't checked because the one we looked at was a gasoline. Nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
But you can only tow 5,000-pound load with that vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to get a small tow to go behind it. My van won't do what they call flat tow, so I'd have to get a dolly for it to go on.
Yeah.
And that would be a couple 100 pounds over the 5,000 limit. I don't know why they got that limit so small on that. It just don't make sense to me. I know that motor can pull it. But for some reason they got it at 5.
What engine's in it? Do you know, Joy? What was in the motor?
It's got the 7.3, just like my truck has.
Yeah.
Now we looked at a used one local here. It's got the diesel in it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a shoot. I don't know what that thing would tow. It probably towed 20,000 pounds. But I don't know. They just made them different for some reason. But anyway, I can't beekeep out of a motorhome. So. John said he's saving his chair for me.
Yeah, I see that.
You gonna be there, John? I think he did say he was gonna be there.
I think he's trying to hit a few of them to promote his.
I might have to change my mind then.
Get off valves. Yeah.
Visit with John. I usually.
Where's it at this year, Joy? Location
same
wise,
place. What's the name of that place? Pineville, or something like that.
Yeah.
Same place it's been for the last several years.
Okay. Well, I don't even know where that's at, but
it's right by Shreveport, I think it is. I done forgot. I
Okay.
done got.
Yeah.
Once I cross that river, I get lost.
Okay.
Oh, John's talking about Louisville.
Yeah, Pineville. Yeah.
I'm talking about the Louisiana convention. I'm planning on. I already got my ticket for the Kentucky. Alexander. Yes, right next to Alexander.
Yeah. Yeah. Southern Russell, he's up there and he's in Mississippi, isn't he? So he ought to, he's ahead of you. He knows where your Louisiana show is.
That's
He's in
it right
Mississippi.
here.
Yeah.
Alexander Pineville.
Yeah.
Let's see what Todd's asking.
Mhm. Got it as your house while you were at the end.
Oh, I don't know if he's actually went through that court date yet or not. I kind of lost connection with it, but I do know he's been arrested 2 or 3 more times since then. So it's typical. They pile it on you every bit they can when they got a charge on you. They're gonna pile everything they can on you. That was probably the beginning of a bad deal for that fella.
Yeah. He deserved it, sounded to me like.
Well, he probably does. He probably does.
He's surely high on something.
I'm just glad he didn't get in the house because
Yeah. Yeah.
you already know what would have happened there.
Oh, we had a terrible event just a block from my house here in this little old town. The whole
Yeah.
town's in shock. We had a young man took a machete to his dad and a knife to his grandma, killed them both.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what the whole story was, but it's just about a block from where I live. I know the family knew the dad and the grandma both. The boy, he's had some psychiatric problems. He probably should have been in a treatment facility prior to this, but he went off the deep end and killed his dad and his grandmother. Killed his dad in their home, I'm told, and went across the street then and stabbed his grandmother and killed her with a kitchen knife. I tell you, this day and age, you wonder what's going on in the world. What goes through people's minds. But you'd have to be, and as far as I'm concerned, to just go out and just flat, murder someone. You have to be mentally challenged, I'd say, at least. That's too bad. She was the nicest lady ever drawed breath, too. Everybody liked her. Spent all her spare time growing flowers and being nice to people, and that's what you get.
Yeah. You remember that deal I talked about with the murder case, and it had the YouTube videos.
Yeah.
His court date to be coming up here for long. The guy they captured for that, that'd been like 7 years.
Yeah. This kid.
Hey, popped in and popped out. You disappeared, Tom.
This young guy, he's 25. He's no baby, but he killed them both and went up to town and turned himself in at the local police station. Told him he killed his dad and his grandma. So should be pretty well cut and dried, I guess. We'll see what happens.
John said he had a small swarm today. You able to bring it in, Y'all gonna bring? There you go. Ain't that a good looking couple?
I'm telling you what, buddy. I was thinking the same thing. Thanks for noticing, Joey.
I look hot and sweaty and a mess right now, but thank you. Appreciate it.
We were playing around here with the login. I don't know. I didn't see the last part, the important part that Melissa did to get to the side where what you were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that right here now.
So now we're logged in as Joey though. So
yeah, I know.
You can't
here, give us just a minute. We're gonna play around here. Mute it.
What are they talking about there, Joey? You know about getting on?
I told them how to get logged in. You know, they're actually they've been the administrator for my StreamYard for a while.
Yeah.
But he had been coming in on the link that I send them all the time, and
so he didn't realize that if he wants to be on your be it the admin or whatever. He has to, after he logs in through the link, he needs to log into StreamYard also.
Yeah.
For whatever reason. But anyway.
According to Lee, he said log into StreamYard and then it's got to pull down.
Yeah. Yep. That's what I had to do. That's why we disappeared for a minute.
Yeah.
But yeah, Brian, the market was not good today. It was just too hot. I think it was so hot. So hot.
Sometimes you look for the silver lining in the market.
We may have made a couple of connections.
And if you're looking for the silver lining in the market, you didn't make the monetary side of it, or what you should have or wanted to.
We got to spend the day together. That was the silver lining.
Well, the silver lining would have been that 23 Lincoln or whatever it was. That was something.
I'm telling you what, I was flat out impressed.
Mm-hmm.
So I made a video, but what I should have done is I said it on the YouTube live earlier. I don't really ever typically do those. But there was a whole different line of cars that had come through all these areas. Mm-hmm. And okay, so there's really cool production cars, okay? But then there's like stuff like Corvettes and things like that. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, if you have a couple bucks in the bank, any one of us can go out there and buy one of these. So, I mean, I'm just not really that impressed, to be honest with you. It'd be a fun car. And don't get me wrong, whoever bought it, I'm happy for them. But the ones that are the old classics, the 60s, 70s, maybe some early 80s, I would be impressed with. But anything newer, I don't know, just doesn't do a whole lot for me.
You have to explain.
I'd just soon have a Camaro as I would a Corvette.
Yeah, so there was, believe it or not, of all the what I would say classic cars, and I'm not talking anything that's newer than mid 80s. I'm not sure what technically classifies as classic, if there's an age range or what, but to me, classic is when I was a little kid and even before I was born. But like the Camaros and the SSs, the Impalas, the GTOs, those are ones I really like. And then when I seen that old Lincoln roll in there, I mean, I heard it because it's almost like a straight exhaust. And I immediately perked up and I seen it pull in and I told Melissa, I'm like, I'll be back in a minute. So I was cornering this guy before he ever even parked this car. And I'm telling you what, it was amazing. What you guys seen on the video was, it did not do the car or the sound of the engine and stuff justice. Yeah. I had a long conversation with this guy.
I was going to answer Russell's question. I got it marked, but this one right here is kind of important right now.
I know.
Kept everybody away. You may not be wrong. You may not be wrong.
So this market was a little unique because it was it's the 100-year anniversary, I guess, of Route 66. So Wildwood, which is a community, like a town, 2 towns away from us, was doing a Route 66 celebration. And they had vendors at like 4 or 5 different stops, and they had trolleys going on a loop throughout the entire thing. So people would park at one market, grab the trolley, and the trolley would take them around. And there were vintage cars. Well, first there was a parade, and then after the parade, the cars were assigned to a different lot where the markets were. And so each lot had a number of these vintage cars or the cars that were on parade. And I think it was just so hot, people didn't want to take the trolley and dedicate their entire afternoon being out in the heat. So they just maybe drove to this lot or drove to that lot. So we didn't have the traffic we were thinking we were going to have, unfortunately.
Better answer Russell's question there.
Yeah. Well, Russell, it kind of depends. I have actually caught swarms where she started laying in the old comb where they didn't put honey. And they'd start drawing out wax on new plastic, and it would be like a 1/6 of an inch deep cell, and she'd have an egg laying in it.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it that way, and I've seen them load that old comb up where she couldn't lay anywhere and wouldn't start laying until they started drawing some new comb. So it just kind of varies depending on the size and strength of that swarm, and how fast they get the flow going, how fast they get the new comb started drawing out. I know in the boxes that I use, I try to take those down in 4 days because they already started drawing and laying in it in 4 days. So did I miss any more questions?
I don't think so. I was just reading the questions about some of the classic cars that people were dropping in there, like what different people had. Where did it go?
There was a DeLorean.
Here, Country Road says this is dad had a 72 Nova SS in high school. I almost bought one when I was younger.
That Nova was hot.
Oh man, I'm telling you, this car was actually more than what I needed. My dad told me no. So that's why I didn't have it. But who knows? Maybe the trade-off was I still have my life.
My first brand new car was I had to special order it. Every Camaro sitting on the lot and every Chevrolet place around here had 6s in them.
Wow.
Or the small V8s with the automatics, not 6s. They had the small V8. I ordered it with the 350 1976 Rally Sport. I had to special order it with the standard stick shift and everything to get it like I wanted it. And that thing come here fast.
Yeah.
Everybody thought I had it souped up. I said, stop. Look under the hood. It's still got the regular old breather on it and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Single dual exhaust. They called it a dual exhaust, but all it was, you know how they used to do them. They'd come out with one and go into 2 mufflers in the mid-70s.
Well, fellas, my first new automobile, I just come home in the service and I bought a brand new 1964 Ford. Paid cash for it. I'd saved up for it. $2,700. That's what I get.
Yeah, that's about right.
Brand new automobile.
Well, Daddy bought I think it was a 64, that Galaxy 500.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that one?
Yep.
He bought it. I think he bought it for like $1,000. 64.
So what model of the Ford did you purchase, JW?
It was the Fairlane 500, I think it was.
Oh, the Fairlane. Okay.
Fairlane. That was kind of like the next step.
two-lane, two-door
That's what
hardtop,
Keith's got, ain't it? Fairlane? Ain't that a
white
Fairlane?
with red interior.
Did it look anything like this one right here? Just the opposite colors, though.
No,
That's a
No.
Fairlane 500.
Maybe mine
Did
was
you-
white with red interior. That's red with a white interior.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, the colors are on, but the car is there, right? It was the 500 Sport Coupe. That's a good looking
Yeah,
car.
my wife had a brand new. She'd got a '64 Chevrolet. Now let me think a minute. Malibu. Yeah.
Russell, that
Hey,
might
you
have
know
been
what?
what Daddy had,
She-
same thing.
she
But-
knows
We got
her
married and
cars.
I sold her Malibu. She hadn't forgiven me yet.
Oh, so that is a funny story that you're just telling right now, JW. I have a similar situation to that exact story that you're telling right now. Melissa and I were married in September of 98. The first brand new car that Melissa purchased, unfortunately, she didn't do it with full cash, which would have been cool. But she did put a pretty big down payment on that.
Bad memories.
Yeah. You want to tell the story?
No, go ahead.
Oh, she's going to let me tell the story. So she had this 98.
it before we were married, though.
She bought this right before we were married. We were married in September. She would bought it earlier in the year. I want to say like June, if I remember correctly. Anyway, she basically kind of custom ordered it. It was, if anybody remembers the Ford Rangers, that's what that was. 98. This was a standard cab, short bed, 2-wheel drive. But we didn't want an automatic. Which you wanted a 5-speed, a manual transmission. And then it had the 4-liter V6, which was the biggest motor you could get in that vehicle on basically the smallest frame. So it wasn't 4-wheel drive. It wasn't extended cab, none of that jazz. That little truck was actually pretty doggone quick. And it was a very nice truck. After we got married and she had it for maybe, how long do you think it was? It was a couple of years. I ended up selling that truck and I bought a 4-wheel drive version of it. And to this day, she's never forgiven me for selling that truck. She always brings it up, regardless of what I've purchased for her. Expedition, Explorer, doesn't matter. She's never forgiven me.
That was my favorite vehicle because that was my daily driver. And this Ranger that he replaced it with was a dog. Like it was so I hated it. And it was what I had to drive. So at that time, he had a Mustang GT. And so I just gave him so much trouble. I hated that truck so much. I made him switch me cars. So I drove the Mustang and he had to drive that crappy truck that he traded my beautiful truck in for.
I actually ended up selling that.
And then he sold it to buy something that
with a
was better.
4-liter in it, a V6.
It's been the biggest contention in our marriage to this day.
I feel like I want to talk to Mrs. Irwin here for a minute on this, if she still has hard feelings about it or not.
I suggest you probably don't bring it up. She may be listening in the background.
Okay. Well, Mrs. Irwin, I apologize if I stirred anything up with you. You can take it out on JW later.
That's a good question, Country Road. I don't know. It probably a foreign vehicle.
You have to special order them. You can get them. You can
I had bought a Chevy Cheyenne back in 1990. There was a special order. I didn't special order. Somebody else did. Everything had automatic, electric windows, and carpet. Every truck. I said, y'all, people deer hunt down here in the South. We don't need all that carpet. We need something we can wash out with a water hose. And I was in Alabama, and I told the guy what I was looking for. He said, I got you. Come look at it. He said, somebody had ordered this truck, and when it come in, they had changed their mind or couldn't get it. It was a little Cheyenne. Had the 4-speed stick on the floor. It didn't have a big engine. It wasn't that. It was, it was a good motor, but had roll up windows and rubber floorboard. I said, that's my truck. And I took it home with me. I had that thing for several years, and when my youngest boy graduated, he wanted it. That's what he wanted for his graduation gift. And he got an old truck my daddy had gave him, and we just traded. I said, "You can have my truck for graduation if you let me have Daddy's old truck."
And
Deal,
he's
he said.
nice.
But yeah, you couldn't back then. Back in the 90s, you couldn't find a truck without carpet in it. That beat all I ever seen.
Yeah. I would prefer if it's a work truck for me, I would prefer it has one of those rubber floors in it.
Yeah.
And even like this is something silly, and I don't know how I even pulled us into this whole tangent, so I apologize for derailing this thing as I usually do. But I don't even care about the whole electronic shift thing. Just give me the manual shifter on the floor. You know what I mean? Only because I
like
know
that. I've
there's
kind of
no
got used
electronic
to the
part to fail.
automatic transmissions now, though.
Well, I'm
But
not saying I don't love.
I used to love the stick shift.
We've had Melissa and I have had many across the times. We've had many vehicles, and I would say, boy, up until the last decade and a half, several
You know
of them
what I
were.
learned how to drive in?
What's that?
My uncle had an old Volkswagen Beetle, and he needed to get rid of it. He went through a divorce, needed to get rid of it. My dad took the notes over, and that little thing had that 4-speed. That's what I learned how to drive on the highway in. The Volkswagen Beetle.
That sounds like my father-in-law. He grew up on the Volkswagen Beetles, and he's like, "That's the only car kids need. You can pull the engine out of that thing in 30 minutes," is what he says.
Well, I'll tell you what, I raised 3 boys, and the 3 of them all drove the same Volkswagen Beetle. It was a little robin egg blue one, and I put oak bumpers on it, cut out some heavy oak 2x8s for bumpers on them, but they drove that thing. I said, if you wreck it, and they made it through all 3. And my youngest son, who retired this week, when he had it last, I pulled it to the local junkyard, we got $100 for the vehicle when they finished up with it. But my 3 boys all drove the same Volkswagen Beetle off when they grew up.
That's a good car for him, huh?
If I could get my hands on any kind of little small, cheap car with the 4-speed stick on the floor, I would probably get it just where all my grandyoungins to learn how to drive a stick.
But these youngins now can't drive a straight stick.
If they can't push a button, or at least pull it down, pull the thing down into drive, they wouldn't know what to do. They don't even know that you got most of them don't even know that you got a regular highway drive and a sport drive in them things. I guarantee you my granddaughter couldn't tell you where that button is right now in her car.
What's the extraction like? Have you started yet? You was going to clean up and extract. I think she's going to start extracting today, and I turned on the TV, and there you were looking at automobiles and loafing.
Well, my goal was to start pulling a couple yards on Friday. Now today we already had scheduled a couple markets. So we left this morning before 7, and we didn't get back until right after 7. So we've been gone completely all day. Tomorrow we have church in the morning, and then we have a class that Melissa and I are part of. So I'm going to wait to pull anything until Monday morning, which is, it's going into the hottest part right now. But when I look at Wednesday, and I'm not sure what your temperatures are, JW, but when I look at Wednesday through Friday, the temperatures look good. And I'm told Melissa, I'm like, we're going to have to hustle really hard, pull those supers. Cause I'm like, I actually want to drop treatments on colonies. She's like, you're pushing it. And I'm like, maybe, but I'm going to try.
I was going to pull, I got 12 more boxes to pull. I was going to pull Monday. It's 35% chance of rain. Tuesday's 45, Wednesday's 40. I might just pull them in the rain and be done with it.
Yeah.
It's going to rain all week next week.
I thought maybe we'll do at least mention bees during this during this.
Yeah, I apologize to you all.
Oh, that's good. Hey, I, there's no reason anybody needs to come on even a bee chat and just talk about bees all day.
I mean, we do that all the time anyway.
This is my kind of chat. We'll get back to it in a minute.
I mean, we talk about bees all the time. It's like, I feel like we beat dead horses sometimes. So, keep it interesting, right? I love hearing the stories about what people started with what all they had. It's kind of fun.
You guys talk about the Ford Rangers. I had 11 different ones over the years. That's all I drove for several years. And, I don't know. I started driving these rice burners pickups at little Tacomas here 3 years ago, and I've had real good. Well, actually, it's longer than that. 21, I started driving the Tacomas, and I've had really good luck with them. So I like them real well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I told you my one son Andrew that works for me. He has one of those. It's a little bit older than the one you had, JW. It's a previous generation one, I think, or maybe one or two. But he did a little bit of work to it and fixed it up really. I mean, pretty nice. The coolest thing about the vehicles is they're paid off. Yeah. And that's what he did. And I always tried to help my kids out with the first car, but they were never fancy, much like what JW did with his sons. They weren't what I would call nice cars, but they were reliable cars, and they got them from point A to point B. Kept them humble too, and they worked. My one son always pushed the limits with it because he'd like to twist them up a little bit, and then at some point I told him, I said, "You're on your own." So anyway, he has a fine taste for cars. He's got a couple pretty nice ones himself that he's purchased. So. Anyway, I guess you can do that when you're young, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember. It's been so long since I was young.
I definitely enjoy looking at some of those old classics. And again, that old Lincoln, I'm telling you, that thing was, I told Melissa.
That had a roar to it. That exhaust, that looked like that exhaust that come out of the back of that engine was like 5 inches around. I bet it had a.
It was big. And he said to me, I told him, he says, yeah, he said, I just brought this in, just had it shipped in 2 weeks ago from Argentina. And he goes, I'm going to change the exhaust. And I'm like, why? And he goes, well, I'm going to quiet it down a little bit. I'm like, just leave it the way it is. I'm like, that's amazing though. He's like, well, it's a little bit loud. And I'm like, that's okay. But
they wear goggles.
Yeah, they had goggles and all on.
I mentioned earlier that my dad had bought that Ford Galaxy. That was his first brand new car to ever own. That's when he had got into, he'd done all kind of work. He'd worked tugboats. He'd worked plumbing, construction. He'd worked at meat markets, just all kind of stuff. And then he started doing electrical work, started making a little bit of money. And he that was his first brand new car. Well, that was in 60. I said 64 earlier. It might have been 63. I can't remember. But like a year later, he went and bought his first brand new truck. It was the first truck he ever owned. And it was, I think it was the 64, the F100. That's when they were actually the same size as the F-150s and everything else. But they wasn't a smaller truck. They just had a lighter springs and all on them. And that was his baby. He come home with it, and it was a step side. And Daddy loved fishing more than anybody I know. And everybody in my family loved fishing, but Daddy was the worst. I had went with my daddy. He'd get laid off a job. We'd load boats up, go sign up for unemployment on the way to the river to fish. That was the way of life back then. But he bought that brand new truck, and he went to work for about a week in it. The weekend came. he went to load his boat up in it. And back in those days, nobody had trailers. We had the rack on the back behind the cab, a wooden rack built to hang the motor on, and slid the boat up in the truck. We went to slide that boat up in that step side, and it wouldn't fit. We had to put it in like this because of the step side, that narrow bed. We went fishing. Now, this would never happen again at a car dealer. We went fishing, fished all day, and come back. We left the river early enough to get back to the dealership before they closed. Daddy pulled right in there and went and got that salesman. He said, man, I come out here. I want to show you something. He said, I love my little truck, but he said, look at that boat sitting out there. He said, I can't have that. He said, I thought my boat would fit in that thing. He looked at it and saw it. He said, that ain't no problem. Leave it here tomorrow. We got another truck just like it that's a fleet side. We'll just change beds. They changed beds for that man. He kept the same truck. They just switched beds for him. You find a dealer today that's going to do something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, they'll do it, but they're going to charge you dearly for it.
Oh, yeah.
And it'll take you 2 weeks.
He didn't have to pay a dime.
That's awesome.
Just leave the truck there.
Yeah.
He was happy.
I'll tell you another story about vehicles. I was the youngest of 7 boys, and when I was just a youngster in 1953, one of my brothers bought a brand new Lincoln, canary yellow, and I went with him to the local car dealership, just a kid riding along, and we got that thing, and he drove it about 20 miles. We was going out of town, going out to my parents who lived out in the boondocks, and got out of town about 10 miles, and the transmission fell out of that bag. Wasn't even bolted to the motor on the front end, and the drive shaft curled back up. We didn't know what the world had happened, but the transmission fell out of a brand new Lincoln in 1953, and he bought that thing, and he'd saved up his money, and he paid with it he had a wash tub full of dimes, and so that's what he paid for that Lincoln. And it was canary yellow. I don't know why he decided to get a canary yellow Lincoln back in 1953, but that's what it was.
I bet that was a bold color for that year.
Oh man, it looked like a big yellow turtle going down the road. They was just in big bubble shaped. The 53s along in that area was all this big. They was all this roll top, like a big bubble.
Yeah, that's funny.
Good old days.
Now, Matthew, if you're selling product on our chat here, Joy's chat, and I'm Joy's backup, we expect a little commission off of it.
Who are you talking to?
I think he's talking to DC.
Ram's bottom. He's promoting. He's promoting his bonded on your B chat while we're talking automobiles. That's not even fair to start with. So we'll be expecting a little bit.
I'll send him my cash app later.
A little bit of commission. David, we're going to have a little kickback from you too. You guys are going to barter during our chat here.
Since we're talking about money, y'all ever heard of that app, Acorns? I said it right, Tom. Acorn, not Acorn.
Acorn? Oh yeah. Where's
Acorn.
Matt at? We need him. Matt, you know anything about them Acorn frames?
Acorn. Well, it disappeared. The Acorn app is where you can do stock.
Oh, an investment app.
You can go in and your money, you can choose to invest in stock or savings bonds.
Mm-hmm.
My son and my my oldest son and his son do that, and they're making pretty decent money with their money on there. And I put a little bit of money in there and put it on. You got settings where you can do all stock. I mean, not all. First one, the lowest one is like say bonds, and then you can go like 60 bonds and 40 stock, and then and so on. You know, just it just rotates the other way, or just all stock.
Mm-hmm.
And when I've had it on bonds, it was making money, and I couldn't believe how fast it was growing, just in a week or two. And I said, if it's doing that good on bonds, I'm going to fix it where some of it will go on stock. So I put a little bit more money in there.
Mm-hmm.
I doubled what was in there and put it where some of it, I think it's 40% stock and 60 bonds. And it's been anywhere from around 80% is all my money's worth right now of what I got in it. It's been behind ever since I've done that. I'm going to give them about another week and I'm going to go back to all bonds.
I would make a little suggestion. Be awfully careful.
Yeah.
I can tell you that. Be awfully careful.
I need to pull it back out and put it in CDs. CDs they were doing
they don't
pretty
pay
good.
much, but you're not going to lose much either. You can lose the whole wad on those. Those.
Well, it ain't doing. I ain't happy with it. Every time it almost gets even, it drops back a few percent.
I'd beware of anything to do with the stock market right now. I can tell you from.
Yeah, it's a little unstable.
That's my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just telling you, look it over pretty strong for you. To stick very much in it.
Mm-hmm.
I put all I'm gonna put in it. That's it. I said I'll do that a little bit. If I want to invest any more, I just put what I got left in CDs. CDs did pretty good last year. I don't know how I got off on all that. I was able to buy more beekeeping equipment with the CDs last year.
Yeah.
With the money I made. Yeah. I made more money in CDs than I did bees.
Yep.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. So, Tom, do you have that mini pump that John Hill's selling?
I don't.
Okay.
Somebody was on a. Oh, that was
Troy.
Oh, what's his name from over in Kentucky?
Troy.
Yeah. He just bought one. Yeah. That was on that chat last night, y'all.
Well, my next video is gonna have one on it.
Yeah.
It's not mine. I borrowed it from Mike.
Oh yeah. Mike's had it in his.
Yeah.
I understand it works
I
well.
just wanted to play with it and see if it would do what I wanted it to do, and I think it will. If nothing else, just instead of picking that bucket up and putting it over on this bottling tank, just pump it in there.
Mm-hmm. Certainly, and it wouldn't take long to do.
No, I love it because I actually turned that thing down to like 8%, where it was just slowly trickling because I got that. It's sitting outside right now. It's a 9-gallon little holding tank, and it's got 2 of those screens in it that the clarifier that he sells got in it. You know those screen baffles he got in there? It's got 2 of those in it. And if you run it slow enough, it'll strain it good and just pump it into the buckets. That's what I did. Kind of getting ahead of my video, but it don't matter.
Yeah,
but I just needed to play with it, and see what I thought about it.
I guess he came out with that one last year. Is that right? The smaller pump.
Yeah, or earlier this year. Can't remember.
Yeah, I don't have one of those. I have one of the original ones that he had made, which is I don't think he really changed it much, honestly. The control box looks a little different, and it's got a digital readout as opposed to an analog. But I mean, it works the same. It's the same motor and pump mechanism and such. It's easy to take apart, clean, and what have you. I mean, simple. There's nothing to them really. I mean, you have it's basically almost like what's in there it's like an impeller that you have in a boat pump for pumping water up through an outboard motor. It's completely simple design.
Just a plastic impeller, is that all it?
I would say more rubber, but yes, that's right. Yeah, that pump's a little bit different. That has more of I think those two are like a plastic pump impellers, I guess you would call them. That's kind of like what he uses on the speed fill.
That's the same actual pump that the speed fill has on.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, if somebody just had a speed fill, they absolutely could pump it from a bucket on the floor up into there. You just need a little bit of a longer hose. That's all you would need. I mean, wouldn't have that top handle and all that easy carries type design. But if somebody wanted to use it for pumping the air from one to another,
and you need this,
that's all you need. That would be helpful.
Yeah.
Yep. That's the shut off deal.
I've got I'm going to have so much honey this year. I think I've got a 2-inch trash pump that I'm going to use to pump my honey with. So I'm pretty well off.
I think so. I want to see a video of that trash pump pumping that honey.
Yeah.
It's going to choke. It's going to choke. I know that.
This blower from one end of the barn to the other.
Hey, when you do that, can I come out? I'll stand on the opposite side with buckets and hold them for you. That'll make a video.
I got 20, 40, or 55 gallon drums about I'm going to fill up.
Heck yeah. I like that. Some of Irwin's best. From Irwin and Sons Enterprises. You've been taking honey supers off of Matt's colonies and extracting them, putting them back and saying, yeah.
He took them all back to the dirty side with him. He didn't leave me one.
What? I can't
believe
he
didn't. I'm telling you.
He stole all your honey and then walked off with it, huh? Yeah. Tell you what, no respect for his elders, huh? That guy.
I got right now I've got either 15, I've lost count, I forgot. I've either got 15 or 17 frames of honey. That's how much I've got. I'm gonna have to extract it. I got it in the freezer when I ever start. I haven't even thought about starting yet. Won't for at least, if I'm lucky, maybe 3 weeks from now, I'll be able to go enough to get her done.
When do you normally do it? What time?
July sometime. I usually start. I usually try to just make one extraction run. He'd go to blame it back on me now. Your name's not Blake, is it? That felt like one of his way he comes at me.
Hey, why don't we get Blake on this chat one day? Would he come on?
He's too busy lying.
Well, I know, but he'd get out here and lie to us a little bit. I mean, he's retired now. I don't want to hear the excuse he ain't got no time.
I'll be nice to him, but I get this.
How do you get a little less 0 frames?
Well, come on here, crybaby. And I want to make fun of you for not having any honey. You got your steak and eggs. Surely you got them down by now.
Does that mean he's a bad beekeeper? Is that what he's suggesting?
I don't know what his problem is.
If we poke at him enough, he'll probably come on and defend himself, you think?
Might. I've got a deal for him if he comes on here.
I heard that the officials of California, don't let those bees cross back and forth across state line. They stop them at the state lines and tariff those bees themselves out there where he's at.
Yeah, there's certain things you can't take into California, and they probably don't want them bees bringing it in there.
Mm-hmm. They stop them
Like
right there at the
Rita.
line. Fake news. Joey, you said you had one last pull on your honey.
Well, I hope it's one last pull. There's about 12 boxes.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I can get them all pulled one time, get them spun out.
Melissa and I were having a conversation about that the other day. I told her at the beginning of the year what the goals I had set forth for us as far as stuff. And she's actually over there rolling her eyes and shaking her head right now. And then I was kind of telling her about, how our nectar flows have been here. They've been off and on. It's just been it's been difficult to say the least, You expect to have a couple big pushes, but that's kind of what we've seen. I mean, bees are on, they're off, and little trickles here and there, but nothing to even really make a difference. I hadn't been in colonies almost for a few weeks, not in any degree, basically. And I went back when the people from the APHIS program came through and were doing some hive testing. I was in 2 different yards, and I was peeking through colonies, and the one yard that we have that's the furthest west, they hadn't grown in 3 weeks. So it was probably more hand to mouth. They hadn't gone backwards, but I don't think they've grown. Hadn't been storing surplus anyway. Then I went to the other yard, and I could definitely see there was wet nectar, and they had growth on them. Not as much as I would have liked to have seen, but they did have some growth on them, particularly on the splits that we had, which is good because I needed those combs drawn out. And they started getting pretty close on that, so I'll have to feed to finish them off. But anyway, and I had peeked in one more yard just to kind of get an idea. Peeked in at a few at my house the other day. Pretty much the same, hand to mouth, nothing, no growth, no extra storage. And that was, so a few weeks back is when I had thrown on some more cut comb frames. I had put on some of the hog halves. I bought several of the hog halves to try out. And I don't think I'm going to get anything out of them, unfortunately. So the comb portion for us will be somewhat of a bust. We've got some, but not nearly what I had expected. We had goals. We almost met our goals for what the nucleus colonies we built, pretty close. But I don't think I'm going to meet the goals that I wanted to set forth for honey production here this year. But it is what it is. So better luck next year, I guess. Most individuals have this idea when you talk to them, like non-beekeepers are like, oh, it's probably been a pretty good year for us. We've had a lot of rain. And I'm like, actually, it's kind of been the opposite, really. It seemed like it's been really hit and miss even around Missouri. It's been hit and miss. Pockets are pushing, pockets are not pushing. But, we had to explain, hey, sometimes when there's too much rain, it doesn't work well for plants. So.
I was telling Joey, Tom, it rained 6 different times here yesterday. I had a little over ½ inch in the gauge out of 6 different rains that come through in bunches, And today I was going to mow one of my bee yards back here with that hoop building.
Mm-hmm.
That was so wet at about 2 o'clock, and I just quit. And I was before that, earlier than that. It's about 12 o'clock, I guess, when I quit.
Yeah.
Something wet, So. Humidity. Yeah, I was going to look and see what our humidity is here now. Our temperature's 85.
We're 85 as well. And hold on.
Yeah.
68% humidity, 85 degrees.
I don't know. I'm going to look. I've got to get up and get my phone. If I can get up, you may have to come up here and call 911 to get me up.
86 here and 71 humidity. We've had good, decent humidity all day today.
Mm-hmm.
It's been hot, but it's I can tolerate it. I can tolerate the heat when the humidity's not too bad.
Yeah. Yeah, the humidity is always a killer. You know, when we were spending a lot of time out there in Colorado with Brian, even back in March, you know, it's just like, man, like it feels so good out here because it's no humidity, you know what I mean? But there's trade-offs to that, you know, no humidity, dry climate, wildfires, and all that nasty stuff too. So
Normally we got
No
like
wonder
8
Todd
or
Prater
10.
won't come on. I just got a text from him. His address is California State Prison System Mental Hospital.
He got himself in trouble, huh?
Ascadero. Let's see here. Cell 4815, Block J. If anybody wants to send him a get well card or get out soon card or something.
That's right. Oh boy, poor fella.
Yeah, I tell
Send him
you.
some money where he can buy him some socks and underwear.
That's right. Maybe some cigarettes for trade. I don't know.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, that's what JW's son did for quite a long time, was the prison system out there. So when I was been out at his house occasionally and Blake was still home, I'd ask him a couple of times, I'm like, all right, Blake, I want to hear it. Best prison stories you got. And I'll tell you what, those guys will tell you some stories. They see it all.
I tell you, if I wrote a book on things that I've seen and heard out there, everybody think it's fiction.
Yeah.
That can't
It's
really
crazy.
be true.
Yeah.
When I first
Hey,
went to work at the prison I worked
right now, according to your favorite deal with this Google outfit deal.
Is that an iPad?
Yeah.
You're a traitor.
If you got it, flaunt it. You know.
when I first went to work at that prison out there,
sir,
they had a guy in orientation. He said, you got to deal with a bunch of liars, beggars, and thieves out here. And you also got to deal with inmates.
Yeah, that's true.
He was talking about the employees, liars, beggars, and thieves.
That's right.
Old Blue Curl, yeah.
I've heard him lying about that Blue Curl for years now. He has never brought me any of that stuff.
And we've never seen 1 ounce of it, have we?
No.
He showed a picture one time, and that might not even been true.
I'm from the show me state, and he's not showed me nothing but a bunch of lies. So I'm not sure that I trust that fella anymore. Maybe
I'm starting to agree.
Maybe California got a hold of him. You know what I mean? He was the Missouri boy, and probably, he's good stock. And then he got out there in California, and California must have got a hold of him or something. I don't know. Poor fella.
I think what we ought to do is tell the folks on the chat here. We're going to start how we say that? Loma Vista Bee Hitters Club.
Tell him Andrew was out his leg last week.
See if we can get him out of prison. Maybe we'll send him some money. Everybody send him at least a quarter.
I'll send everybody my cash out, and they can send it to me, and I'll send him 1% of 1%.
Yeah, that'll work.
If I sent him a quarter, it probably cost me $2 to send it. He said cash.
That may be what it is there, Brian. You may hit the nail on the head. I bet that's his Canadian girlfriend, old Blue Curl is.
Oh boy. I mean, I can't believe that old fellow won't come on here and defend himself. You know that?
Grammy, we can't accept near. That's way too much. We can't accept near that.
Pays $5. Look at that. Well, if she sent the 5 to me, I could send 1%.
That's way too much for him.
Well, I would imagine in California, a quarter around this part of the country would be like $5, or I'm sorry, it would kind of be the opposite. $5 here would be a quarter there. That's the opposite. I retract that statement.
Okay, you better get on there and save yourself, buddy. We're going to tear you to pieces if you don't.
It's just the start. Hey, Joey, are you going to Nobby?
I got a ticket.
Okay,
I'm planning on it.
good.
I wasn't going to go this. I was going to skip this year, but
Yeah.
when they come out with the tickets, I said, I'm buying a ticket. I'm buying a ticket.
Peer pressure, right?
Yeah. If I don't go, I'll give it away.
Mm-hmm.
Send it back to them and say, put it in the kids.
Put it in Philip's raffle.
Put it in Philip's raffle. So I would expect now that JW is going to get that bionic hip, we're going to be doing like potato sack races out there and maybe some relay races and such. He'll be like a 20-year-old kid ready to go, I think. I don't know. Maybe leg wrestling or something. I'm not sure.
Oh, he's begging now. He's afraid of me, and he's going to have to rely on. He's begging Joey for airport ride.
Somebody left him. The last one, somebody left him. I ended up taking him to the airport.
That's funny. Hey, that airport's only on the other side of the highway. It's not that far.
Oh yeah, it's easy to get to.
Read Philip's comment.
Hey, Grammys, good luck on your test, Grammy. Speaking of master beekeeping, are you guys still pursuing your master beekeepers, Tom, or is that kind of fell by the wayside? I hadn't heard you mention it for a while, you and Melissa.
Oh, I'm sorry. Say again. I wasn't paying any attention to what you said. I heard something about master beekeeping. I know. I apologize. Say again, please.
I said, are you and Melissa still pursuing your studies for under your master program? I haven't heard you mention it lately. Yes
and no. So Melissa and I have gotten to the master level, but we have not done the to get your certifications, you have to do a project. You can come up with a project, they approve it, and you complete the project, whatever it might be. We have not done that part. And I'm going to be honest with you, I've backburned it at this point in time. Just way too much going on. That's more important than that to me right now. But I do want to finish it because I told you, and I still have aspirations to do it in the future, go through the Florida program. I don't really have aspirations to go through like what's the other prestigious ones, EAS. And, whatever. I don't. That's not a goal that I have. I'm if somebody that does it, that's great. I just not for me is all. So.
You said you'd like to try the Florida ones. That's
right. Yeah, the Florida one has more, I would say, clout, and I believe it's a little harder than the one that I've been doing. I haven't been overly impressed with, and I don't want to start speaking ill of it, so I don't want to go too far here, but I haven't been overly impressed with the Great Plains Master Beekeeping Program. It's a newer program. I will say that. They have kinks to work out. They understand that. I do like the lady that runs it. She's very Judy Woo Smart. She's a very smart lady. No pun intended there. Very articulate about things, and I know that running programs like that is not easy. You need a lot of staff in place for follow through and such, but the program was still new and young, and they were having some funding issues for a while and stuff like that. That's all public knowledge. It's not gossip, but yeah, I wanted something that challenged me more. So I'm not going to say that I won't finish the follow through on it, but I would probably at some point in time go through the Florida program. I know people who have done it before, and I've asked a lot of questions in the past about it. I just want something that challenges me a little bit better. That's all. Not because that really makes a lot of difference. By me getting that certification is not going to change my lifestyle. It's not going to change my income level. It's just a personal goal is really what it boils down to. I don't believe I'm going to be any smarter in any way, shape, or form. But again, it was just, a small personal goal that Melissa and I had kind of talked about that we just kind of wanted to do. But again, at this point, we have, we have a lot of irons in the fire. We want to make sure to follow through on the different obligations that we have first and foremost before we move on to something else. So,
See that question there? I don't know. I don't deal with pollen too much. Pollen sub.
yeah, I'm not sure. NutriBee, I don't know. I've never purchased it before.
Uh,
JW and Eclo.
I don't know either. I've always used the AP,
anybody in the
AP
comments?
from Daydan or the Man Lake Ultra B.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what we've used as well. Ultra B in the past, and this last go around, Melissa bought the AP23.
Well, I've used both over the years, and I prefer and I'm not a big fan of Man Lake, but I prefer their Ultra B over the AP20. And the bees seem to prefer it also.
Okay.
Just my opinion,
Mhm.
from the AP23 is a little bit maybe drier and not as, I don't know. It's maybe something in the Ultra B that's maybe somebody that's a little smarter than me.
Now, I believe that's mostly soy protein. Am I correct in that?
Both of them are, I think.
Yeah,
Primarily.
soy protein.
Yeah.
So,
Primary base for about all this pollen sub, I think, is soybean meal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know you said you basically just use it for robbing stations just to kind of see what the bees are doing.
I do. Yeah, that's all I ever use it for. I just use it to check if we got a flow or not, or what's going on with the bees. If they're working it, they're looking for food. If they're not, what? Yeah. They've got all the food they want, so you can put it out there. That's my opinion.
Oh no, I think that's good. I will say, like, in JW, myself, even Joey's area, if we put out that stuff at the wrong time of the year, we can in colonies or pollen sub, we can cause ourselves some really problems with the hive beetle issues. Now I know you go out west, drier climates and such, those guys can use it probably with very little downside, I'm guessing. But I will say this, that's really kind of cool. Oh boy, look at this. Look, oh, come on. Stop it.
You didn't get the milk off you didn't get the milk off your lip there from supper.
You're just send him a box of razors.
Yeah, or whatever.
Get on here, old buddy. I want to aggravate you a little bit more.
No. Go ahead and try. I'm working today, actually.
Yeah, so we're interested in that blue curl that you've been chatting about so much, and we ain't seen a drop anywhere of that.
It hasn't started yet. It's a fall crop.
Well, we didn't see it from last year either, did we?
I didn't pull any last year because I didn't have enough excess. I don't have a frame to pull this year so far, so.
About 12 comments up.
Well, while we sympathize with your situation.
No, you don't.
You see it?
I just threw that. This is the one that I'm going after, guys. Right there. JW, you see that comment? That's the one I'm going for, right there.
Sawmill Master Beekeeper class.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, if for no other reason, you'll improve your Demeray application.
I hope so. My Demeray methods would be poor at this point, as I've never done one. So I could definitely use all the education I could get a hold of. I did have a goal, though, this year that I actually didn't even try. And I did want to Demeray a couple of colonies. And I'm telling you what, we were so busy with other stuff, it fell by the wayside. And I hate to say that that's the case. Sounds like a cop-out, but that was the truth. And but I wanted to, yeah. I'm never a fan of picking up boxes and setting them back down. It's not something that I would consider fun at all. That's primarily why I don't under super. We could all talk about that.
Y'all know how I pull a nuke out and put it above a double screen divider board every year to make nukes to sell?
Mhm.
I've been saying I was going to quit selling nukes, but I was thinking about if I do quit selling nukes, still do that, pull one up, and let them make that new queen, and have a queen excluder above the bottom box where I shook that queen down,
Mhm.
where that middle box won't be nothing but honey.
Mhm.
And when that queen up there at the top gets mated, pull the bottom queen and just put everything back together. Let them have that new queen every year.
Mhm.
That's kind of a Bob anyway. He does that sometimes.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking about doing if I don't sell nukes.
Yeah. Now, Joey, if you don't mind saying, what is the main reason why you don't want to sell nukes?
Well, see, um, I was actually not wanting to sell nukes where I wouldn't have to do that. But if I'm going to do that to make my own queen, I'm still doing the same work. But I guess the only thing, the pressure of trying to get that nuke ready to sell is off because I don't have nobody else to worry about. If they make it, they make it. If they make a new queen, they make it. If they don't, I just put everything back together anyway. Well, but still, it's all the same work, kind of.
Gold.
I make pretty decent money selling nukes, but y'all know, if y'all sell nukes, you know it's an extra work.
This is Melissa's comment. She thinks she's being funny right here. Hey, Matt,
Got
are
your
you still
picture on it?
Matt? Are you still in the comment section? Because Matt builds nukes a lot like that too. Him and I have had deep conversations about, building a nucleus colonies, just like you said, Joey, over the double screen board and
You have to explain my comment.
No. I'll tell you what. You're not going to sit on the couch and do that. You can come over here and explain your own comment.
I don't get off the couch.
Well, then you know what? Then you can keep typing in the background. She's back there keyboard warrioring right now. You know what I mean? You know those keyboard warriors on Facebook that get on there and spout off with the mouth a little bit and just hide back there behind that keyboard and can't back it up? Yeah, that's what she's doing right now.
I know the feeling. It happened to me about 5 minutes ago.
Are you doing better now, Todd? Yeah, there you go. Mic drop.
This is not a feelings chat now.
Here,
well, you guys are talking about cars.
Can I lay back and prop my feet up and tell you guys my problems?
I had to
Melissa logged in the same way you are?
Yeah.
No, she's logged in. No.
Well, see, you can kick her out then.
Hey, you know what? Hold on.
You can put her in a timeout.
Oh my gosh, I didn't think about that. Holy cow!
You might want to rethink that.
I didn't even think about it. I mean, you're a genius. Holy cow! Reloading those tomatoes, says Philip. Yes, Grammy. Melissa is a keyboard warrior princess.
I can see it now. Todd kicking Melissa out, and all of a sudden, Tom goes blank.
Like, don't get me all into this.
Well, I get Tom and Todd mixed up a lot of times.
It's Todd's fault. He made me do it.
Yeah, he started the whole thing.
He kind of did, didn't he?
I didn't do it. I didn't
know
do
what he's
it.
up to.
It's JW. He's sitting there with a big smile on his face because he knows he started all of it somewhere.
I'll put your address out for the world to know.
It's not.
They'll come to visit you at the mental ward from miles around.
Yeah, it's 4512, not 4518.
Okay.
Cash only, please.
Cash
That's
only.
how I get out on the weekends. I bribe the guards.
Nice. Uh-oh, we made Joey mad. He took off. He's back.
He's
gone. Hey,
I'll be back.
While Joey's gone, we can play, right?
Who's got the controls?
I do, actually, believe it or not.
What'd you say that number is again?
Let me read it.
4812. The one you sent me is 48. You didn't even send me the right number.
Yeah,
You sent me 4815.
Yeah,
because
he's
I'm
messing.
in a mental institution. Remember?
Hey, JL Honey, you talking about that bedroom set I listed for sale? That was Melissa and I's first bedroom set after we got married. It was a queen bedroom set. And believe it or not, you all going to get me off on some other tangent. I started talking about cars. You all got to
You
do
better
this.
stop right there, sir.
I'm going to stop right there. Yeah. Somebody come pick up that bedroom set anyway. I need to go. Oh, now JW got mad.
Uh-oh.
I'm not mad. I'm just trying to, I didn't want everybody watching me try to get up. I'm going to let my dog out.
Oh, I'd rather look at 25K anyway, or whatever its name is.
25K. Oh my gosh.
Dog.
Donk. Yeah, that's Donk.
Dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he has him back still in the fields. I haven't been over to his place in a while, but I'm pretty sure he still has Donk out there with a horse, if I'm not mistaken.
He's probably got practice strips of the different colors that JW paints on those raccoons when he catches them. He's got to make sure, the paint can's working, so spray a stripe on Donk. He's got 4 or 5 of them on there now.
Robin Egg Blue is the color this year, old buddy. Robin Egg Blue.
Robin Egg Blue.
How many raccoons is he up to this year?
Oh yeah, I wonder how many raccoons he's been trapping this year. I haven't only been over to his place a couple times. Not sure if those raccoons have gotten big enough. They've been hauling the whole hives off. I'm not sure. Raccoon problems still exist?
Yeah, they're still here. I'll give them a little relief. I haven't been after them like I should be.
Yeah.
Thank you, Roy.
Yeah.
Roy, I never thought about that, but not sure I appreciate that comment. Now I got a mental picture.
Oh, my eyes.
I know.
I've been knowing to in the past. I'm not doing it tonight, but I got on Oshkosh's. Well, these are actually some other brand.
Uh-oh.
These are Keys. Keys are my favorite. I like them better than the Oshkosh's, actually.
The keys have the green embroidered on. Yeah, my father-in-law wears those too.
I like the Keys best. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So what's new in California?
Man, there is nothing going on here.
Yeah.
It's dry as a bone. It's hot. It's 97 right now.
Oh, man.
We got a little rain a couple weeks ago. No, it was last week when the monsoon started up. Actually, it was Monday and Tuesday. God. But anyway,
Probably didn't take it long to dry out, did it?
no, it didn't. But those even started early this year because the monsoons around here don't start until August, sometime middle of August. So everything is whacked out this year. Everything. So I know for a fact that the blue curl is coming up now. I just don't know if it's going to give out any nectar. I'm sure it will. But if those monsoons produce, it could be a pretty good year. So we'll see. Kind of hoping that we do catch some rain. Last year we caught some rain in August, September, October, which was rare, but it didn't do anything with the blue curl for some reason. Other years it does.
Yeah. It's amazing how temperature and moisture content in the soil affect what a plant will do greatly.
Yeah.
Sometimes we take those small little details for granted, and it makes a big ripple in your operation, whether it's a hobbyist level or a large scale. But it can cause big problems. Too much or too little.
Yeah. So I'm just kind of in a holding pattern.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm serious. I am working today on the computer. I brought my computer home because I got a lot of lot of stuff to catch up on, and I've been doing that all day. And I gave blood this morning for a function health test that I purchased. They took 16 vials of blood out of me this morning.
Holy cow.
Yep. So I did that. Then I came back. I was up at 5:30. I was watching the British Open, and then went to that appointment at 7:30, and then came back and started working ever since then. And then I had to stop and eat. So there's just nothing to do. I could go out and stare at bees, but that's it.
So Todd, let me ask you a question. How far are you from Monterey?
3 hours. Monterey's 3 hours north and then on the coast. But if you drew a straight line, it'd be a lot faster than that. It's just the way the highways are.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Monterey's 3 hours north of them.
My son Andrew was in Monterey up until last week on Tuesday. He left Thursday and didn't get back until Tuesday night about 12:30, and then 12:30, and then technically it'd been Wednesday morning, I guess.
Yeah. It's north, and obviously it's on the coast. I'm right in the center of the state, so it's barely north and west of me.
So what military base is out there? Does anybody know that? Is that Army? Or is that?
I had a friend who went to that place. I was talking about this the other night to somebody. He learned. Oh gosh, I don't know what the language is, but whatever they talk in the Middle East, the most common
Farsi, Urdu.
Farsi, I guess what it was. And so his job with the Army was they flew him out they stationed him in the UK, and he sat at a desk with headphones all day long and listened to conversations over, in the Middle East, and he'd take notes and write down names and all this stuff. And it came from that place in Monterey, and I think it was called not Fort Ord. Fort Ord's just a little north of Monterey.
It's an Army base.
Yeah, Fort Ord. It's been mothballed though. Let me see.
Well, I only asked because my son was out there. He has some close friends he graduated with high school with that they had recently the two of them got married. They moved out there.
Oh wow!
Very early this year, so they went out. Him and his girlfriend went out there to go visit them for a handful of days.
The Presidio. Yeah. It's an old Army base called the Presidio, and but they had linguistics specialist classes.
Okay, yeah. Jared actually dropped a comment. I didn't understand that. It's the Presidio of Monterey Language School.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it. So there's all kinds of little, I don't know, stations there in that area, in the whole area over there.
Mm-hmm.
Fort Ord was the main one. So it's been several years since I was out there, but when I was out there, it was, the buildings, the paint was falling off, some of the windows were broken. It was right by the highway. So it's Fort Ord is what I'm talking about. So
Mark is suggesting there's a naval station there in Monterey as well.
Well, I think it's all one.
Oh, it's a naval army?
The Presidio is naval, I believe.
I think it's an Army base that does naval support.
Melissa's suggesting it's an Army base that does naval support. Does that sound right, Mark? I know he does a little bit of work in that area, and he's I believe he's a veteran.
I have a Navy base that's right by me. It's about 45 minutes south of me. It's called the Moore Naval Air Station.
In the middle of
those new F-35s in there.
Really?
Yeah, it's an actual naval base.
Seems odd to me that a naval base is in the middle of a state.
It's nowhere near water. It's just the naval naval aviators base.
Really. There's a Navy base in the middle of Indiana.
So Jared seems to be pretty familiar with it. It said it's a branches plus all the allies go there for language training.
Yeah.
Fort Ord was shut down in the 90s. So I guess,
Yeah.
and there's a naval postgraduate school. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
That
So that's
makes
where
sense.
my buddy went. He went out there for that school.
Kind of just a training base, I guess.
Yeah.
I had an uncle back in the 60s. He spent 4 years in the Navy, 2 years in the U.S., 2 years in Guam, and never stepped foot on a ship, according to him.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, Mark, my son said it was a really nice area. They were literally right up, said like you could almost see the water basically. He was trying to describe how it was different than, like going to Florida to see the water. I'm like, yeah, the elevation's much different. Pacific Ocean's much deeper, much colder. Definitely a big difference. He said the beaches were much different as well. So I've never actually been to California myself, so I have no understanding besides pictures of what that looks like. Furthest west I've been out there would be southwestern part of Colorado. That's the furthest I've gone.
Yep, that's it, Mark. Train over in Indiana. That's it's not actually an operating base. It's it is an operating base, but it's they store explosive devices there, they tell me.
Well, what's the latest and greatest in the Midwest besides the heat?
It's supposed to rain tomorrow.
Not sure what to tell you. It's just summer here is what it is,
Normal summer.
I mean, I don't know that I would say normal because typically this time of year, things have dried out along with the heat, and it kind of hasn't been the case. Now, typically what happens around here is when the water turns off, it's a hard off. Like it's hard. It's raining and it's not. You know what I mean? Well, you lived out this direction. You understand.
Yeah.
And so far, now, we haven't had rain since, well, I guess they've been over the weekend, if that's right. JW, you had 6 different rainstorms early this week, right?
It's rained about every day here, so I don't know. Seriously, it has. Every day
It
this week.
hasn't rained here in a few days.
Split around us.
Things have split around us. That tends to happen a lot. Topographical layout, river systems, not sure, describe it how you want, I guess, but a lot of things will split around us. But I'm telling you, I started up my irrigation system and haven't turned it on once. My grass is green as can be. So, I mean, other than watering some of my vegetable plants and such, I haven't had to do it. So I don't know. When
I was looking at the house I bought over there in Billings, I asked the realtor, I said, wow, it must cost an arm and a leg to irrigate this place. Because, it was like 3 acres of grass. And and I asked her, I said, where is the sprinkler system by, where the valves and stuff at? And she kind of looked at me. She goes, there are no sprinklers around here. They don't have sprinklers back in that area. It's, they depend on the rain. So, but it was funny because, out here, you have sprinklers and you water your lawn, it gets green. But back there, it's just rain and humidity, I guess.
Humidity doesn't do a whole lot for the turf grass other than cause fungus diseases. It'll cause fungus issues. I can promise you that.
Sometimes go ahead.
I was gonna say sometimes you'll chase a lawn around with fungicides before you'll chase it with a fertilizer.
Only once was the grass dry out there, and it was on the 4th of July. We were lighting mortars off in the cul-de-sac, and one went over to the neighbor's yard. They were out of town.
Oh boy.
Burned it.
Yeah.
Me and my other neighbor, we ran out there. We were stomping out the flames.
Mm-hmm.
And he came back and asked us what happened, and I pointed at us and he did it. That's one thing I missed from back there is you can buy real fireworks.
Oh yeah.
Over here you get little
Sparklers.
Yeah, sparklers that they have little fountains that go up about 3 feet, and that's about it.
Mm-hmm. So what's funny is so I'm in Franklin County. When you go St. Louis City proper, St. Louis County, then Franklin County. That's as you're going from the east to the west. Okay. I am just on the eastern side of Franklin County. In my county, you can purchase and you can set off fireworks. You get to the one county closer to St. Louis, which is St. Louis County, you cannot.
Wow.
It's technically illegal, right?
Wow.
Most of the times, the only time that they'll really enforce it is not when it's on 4th of July. It's probably less enforced, just because of how many people might do it, right?
Yeah.
And then same thing with certain municipalities will do that. So when you get into my county again, and I'm on the eastern side of that, fireworks stands will start up, and even the little pop-up tents and such, you'll see those as well. I haven't been in one in quite some time to purchase fireworks for a number of years, but people do it here. So it's nice that people have the availability and the opportunity to do it if they choose. So
yeah.
Hey, Joey, Jared here's got a comment for you, or a question rather.
Well, so far I've got like 700 pounds, but I still have about 12 boxes to pull if they got anything in them.
Did I tell you guys or mention that I've got a little less than 0 frames of honey pulled this year so far? Did I mention that?
How does a little less work? How does a little less work? Explain that one if you would.
That's how bad. I mean,
simple, folks.
My bees are in negative territory as far as honey production. It's all hand to mouth here. It's all hands on deck. And I'll guarantee you I have hummingbird feeder honey in some boxes. I guarantee it. That's the only thing they could get right now. That's it.
If it's feeding the bees, let it happen.
Yeah. And I hope whoever made that syrup put red dye in it, so at least I know what it. I can find out where it's at on the frame. I think I mentioned that before. They'll pack it in there, they'll dry it down, they'll cap it, and they'll never touch it again.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, because I've had frames of it, or I put it out to let them rob it on the other side of the farm, and they'll get everything except the red honey. That's it. Oh. They don't even touch it. It's like, it stinks or something.
So we know that they probably couldn't see that color, right? Mm-hmm. So it has to be something else, odor or taste.
I think it's both. Just, I don't know what the ratio is for hummingbird food. When people make it.
Melissa said 1 to 4. She used to mix it all the time and put it out. We haven't done it in the last year or so.
I don't know. Maybe it's just too sweet for them. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
I can put my wife on here, Todd. She makes it all the time. If you need some expert advice.
Uh-huh.
Well, on second thought,
send me a jar of your red honey. I'll see how it tastes.
I see what you did there.
I compared it to mine.
Oh boy. So here, I have a question. Now that you're talking about colored honey, I seen something on a Facebook post, maybe within the last few weeks. I can't remember where it was at. Not out in the West. I know that for a fact because kudzu doesn't grow out there. I want to say it was probably Carolina. I'm not mistaken, I believe it was one of the Carolinas. Somebody had asked a question. I don't remember which Facebook page it was on. And I'm not going to say who commented to it, but somebody had asked about they had seen the purple nectar in their colony and said something, and people suggested kudzu. Okay. Well, another beekeeper of a small commercial scale got on there and said, that's not true, because if it was kudzu, my bees would be all over it and have it all in my hives, and I don't have any of it. So now I'm going to make a suggestion here. So I'm going to suggest maybe that comment wasn't completely right, but it wasn't completely wrong. And the reason I'm saying that is because moisture, soil composition can affect a plant, how it produces, what it produces, color, clarity. I know this for a fact because black locust, I have seen it in my area and I trust it, has been as much as almost literally water white. But typically when I see it in my colonies, it is very clear, but it's more of a light yellow tinge to it. Okay. So and again, as I'm trying to understand that, the only thing that I can think about that makes sense to me is soil composition. And that can change from area to area, depending on where you're at, sometimes pretty rapidly. What is everybody's thoughts on that?
I would say so, and I think that, in my opinion, the color of the honey sometimes has to do with the type of comb that honey comes out of, whether it's old comb, new comb, how much the bees have tracked over the comb over the years. I think that has a big, true, in my opinion, true black locust honey, nothing, is almost clear. If it's got that. Matt's got some right now. I don't know if you see, he posted or sent me a picture of a.
He sent me it too.
Yeah, it was almost clear, almost
water.
But that's what it'll be. Black locust is, anybody that's from this part of the country knows it's usually feast or famine. It's either you get a carload of it or you don't hardly get any. So
yeah,
we're gonna have to borrow Matt from this channel if he don't start coming in here every now and then visiting with us.
Hey,
bullfrog or no bullfrog.
He just needs to buy a laptop.
Yeah,
I miss the pig phone. I want to hear the pig phone again.
Well, I guess I can do him like we done Todd. I can put the pressure on him enough. He'll have to come on to protect himself. If you don't come on here, Ramsbottom, I'm gonna tell Alicia about your new girlfriend you got out here at my place.
Oh boy. Uh-oh. He's gonna get dropped. I wonder if he's still on here or not.
I don't know. We'll find out real quick. Alicia?
So
the mineral content in soil probably dictates a lot more than we think.
Yeah, that's just my assumption. I don't have a full-on scientific understanding of that, but I do understand it affects other things.
Yeah. So
I have a question that I highlighted here, or Apis made a comment, and I would just ask, I'm not right or wrong. It could be very well true. I don't know. I would just ask if they have an opinion about this. I mean, if they have a thought or an opinion, if they think, that maybe it does affect, but there's bigger plays. I ask to understand.
So does that mean that the soil composition throughout the Appalachians are basically the same from north to south? Is that what he was trying to point out?
Well, okay, so let's think about this. I guess this is not specifically soil composition, but more moisture content in the soil. You get north-facing areas will have higher moisture content levels than south-facing areas because of sun exposure, right? Probably to a varying degree. Probably a lot of parameters in there, and there's nothing that's black or white. It's a gray area, I'm sure. But I can't help but to wonder if, like for instance, typically in our area, you would generally find like the morel mushrooms when they pop up for a potential couple week period or whatever on the north facing shaded, a little more shaded areas. I would venture to say that probably has a little bit different soil composition in there. I don't know all the scientific factors of that, such, and just kind of thinking out loud with my thoughts here, but I'm just curious if anybody else has any thoughts or a better understanding of it. That's all.
Yeah, I have an important
And Grammy,
question.
you're down in South Mississippi.
Joey,
Huh?
I got an important question for you. How much is the Cash App up to right now?
Ain't nobody sent nothing.
Oh man, that's terrible. So Clay was the one Clay said that purple honey came from the sandhills of North Carolina. I saw that.
Here, let me ask something else too, or make a suggestion. Kind of off the wall here. What if potentially that purple honey is kudzu, but what if it turns purple when it's mixed with another type of honey or something else? What if that's the case? So it's not completely wrong. I mean, is that something that's probably plausible? I mean, bees don't typically, unless they're in an area that has one monoculture for miles, don't typically just put one nectar into a comb. They may put one nectar into a comb for a period of hours, but then they very well might switch within 4 hours, 6 hours the next day, might switch to something else, right? So what if the possibility exists that maybe when two nectars come together, it gives a bit of a purplish hue or something? I don't know any of this to be factual. Like I said, I'm just making conversation and talking out loud.
Somebody in the comments tell us what colors make purple.
What colors make purple?
Yeah,
Red and blue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so maybe they're gathering hummingbird feeder syrup and then some blue syrup somewhere.
or snowball stand or something.
Yeah. So the bees are artists in those areas, right?
Boy, I tell you, it gets midsummer. It's hard to tell what bee people's going to try to have to talk about to carry out a conversation.
We could always go back to cars and trucks.
Hey,
Yeah.
we could.
Uh,
I think we've been on 4 or 5 conversations now, haven't we?
All I know is the first 30 minutes, you didn't say one word about bees. It was all it was about everything else. I was sitting there eating them. It's like, well, when are they going to start talking about bees? I'm just kidding. I don't know how long it was.
The thing about this is discussing what bees put in the hive. Bees are opportunists. I mean, they're going to go take whatever's handiest, fastest, and easiest. They're just like me. So I would suggest that they could pass the kudzu for something else that even though you got a lot of kudzu in your area, which I'm familiar with kudzu, because I've got some property over by Fort Gaines there, just across the river from you, so I'm pretty familiar with your area down there. And it is very, very evasive, and it's very hard to control if you're trying to maintain fence rows and things of that nature. If you're into the agricultural end of the.
Did you see what Padre said. Yeah.
Oh my
Hope-
gosh.
Well,
Hope
maybe that's a combination. Maybe it's windshield washer fluid
And hummingbird feeder fluid.
and mixture of honeybird feeder. Yeah, maybe that's
You
what.
see that?
That is pretty good purple
Oh,
Can y'all see that color?
Joy's popping up some.
Oh, here we need to enlarge it.
pictures
Right?
on us.
Second, let me how I do this.
though. There you
Yeah,
go,
maybe
Joe.
we're-
There you go.
There we go. I got him up. I figured
That
it
is
out.
definitely purple.
Yeah. Hope sent that.
Hmm.
Oh, whoop, wrong one. Let me try this. Oh, there we go. I got us back. Man, look at me. I'm pushing buttons and making things happen. Okay, so I want to do a test. I don't know if I have any here, but I'm gonna go down to the auto store tomorrow and I'm gonna buy some blue windshield washer fluid. I'm gonna pour it in a pan and I'm gonna push it in front of my beehives. Would you think I need to add a little bit of sugar to it to entice them to it and see what happens?
I suggest you don't do it.
I just thought about that. I probably shouldn't. Maybe what I'll do is when I go over to JW's house, I'm going to put some sugar.
Right,
I'll try it then. We're pretty
Get
far
some,
in
blue,
line at
get
that
some
point.
blue deaf and do it. Blue deaf and hummingbird food.
Gonna have to make some studies here. Some.
Where are you located at, Apis, if I may ask?
Ain't that Mimo?
Tennessee. Okay.
Oh, where are they at? Oh, Tennessee. I know you said Kansas City. I'm like, wait, they're not near Tennessee. Okay. There has to be an easy and logical explanation for what people are seeing there. Now, JW might poke fun at me, but I did Google search that several different ways. Should have known that was going to happen, right? And it did suggest that was the plant that it was from.
Can I make a comment about JW's background?
Don't offend him, okay?
I'm not, but I'm just going to say it as it is. It looks like to me a big, humongous sunset picture, but then you got those big clamps you get at Harbor Freight. It looks like you stuck it up. It's got the red ends on them, you know. It looks like each about a foot apart. You got those little clamps to hold them up. Did you string up some rope and put that picture on there and then clip it on there, or what?
I took that picture with my
right up there.
See?
At the top.
Oh, them up there? That's the clamp that's holding my green screen.
I was just wondering. I was like,
I can't.
those were
The camera that I'm using, I got a new computer.
Oh.
And with the new computer, I can't set my camera, believe it or not, to where it'll take in the whole thing without showing part of my background. But that's what
we are.
You take the green screen down.
Unprofessional here.
You know, you're gonna get straight 100% me. And I figured you'd rather look at the green screen than look at me. But that's okay.
I was close. I was actually pretty close.
Them actually see them these deals right here. Well, I don't know my pointers.
No.
They're just off my right ear there. Them's all them chemtrails, you know, and they're very.
Here we go.
And they're throwing out that, and they're making that.
Is Tom on here tonight?
Red, and some of that reddish purple honey may be coming from those chemtrails.
You never know.
You know,
that is an excellent thought. He might be on to something now. I know he lies to us a lot, but maybe that could be a plausible answer.
So,
Well,
Lisa,
Jimmy, I
Well,
don't think we ever got out the rabbit hole today.
Yeah, like Grammy's comment. The rabbit hole.
I don't think we ever got out the rabbit hole today.
You guys have been in the ditch on the side of the road since the first word was spoken.
Mm.
Where is Tom Mack at?
Well,
Might be making tinfoil hats. You don't know.
we may. Does anybody want to talk about the Iran war? We may get a lot of chemtrails coming up here. You know, they've got drones in Cuba now. That's not too far from some of you guys down there in the South, you know, so we may be in trouble.
We all might be making purple honey pretty soon.
Yeah.
Well, here's my question. Does it taste good and will it sell well? Huh?
Well,
I think it would
it's
sell well if people would take it and buy it for the color.
Mm-hmm.
But I just mix mine with the grape pop, you know, grape.
knee-high.
JW will turn himself into a mixologist.
You know, it looks like I'm missing the spot right here.
It
See?
sure does. Oh yeah.
Not
just
that
need to-
shave.
You just need to wipe your face.
No, I got nothing there. I don't know what the heck that is.
I tell you, it's making you look more older and more distinct, you know,
Smarter.
or more stinking.
I grew a brain.
If they distinct, they'll say stinking.
I had a cute girl that drew blood from me today. That's it. She didn't say a word to me after that, though. So
Be careful of them cute girls. She's going to drain blood from you, and then she's going to drain your bank account, buddy. Why don't you find an old gal with a lot of property, Todd?
I've been looking.
Well, we can go out there. I don't know.
I've been looking. It's just no luck.
No luck, huh?
Yeah.
What are you looking for? I may have a deal for you.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Proceed with caution.
Yeah, proceed with caution is right.
Does it have to be waterfront?
No, but you know, I'm going to have a beach out my door here in a few more years.
That's what I'm saying. You're going to get your whoosh here pretty shortly with her talking.
I'll invite you over. I'll have beachfront property. We can Mai Tais and watch the
I
sunset.
just saw that robot on Lost in Space. Warning, warning, warning.
Oh man.
You know, we've derailed poor Joey's conversation and chat
Yeah.
this evening so bad. I'm not sure that we can bring this thing back around anywhere close to being right.
Maybe you should have chat. Maybe all chat should be from like February to June, and then that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Blackberries are still going in Tennessee. Wow.
Fermented.
Mine's just about finished around here. I don't know about you, Tom, on the blackberries. Have you noticed?
Are you talking about the berry itself?
Yeah.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I just picked some out of one of my property owners' yards. Or here it is.
Uh-oh. Ours died off months ago around here.
And I have a few left. Here.
Look at there.
That's I've got some of them in my backyard. I hate them. They're full of seeds and them. Once if they don't have stickers on them, they're not worth a dang, for as I'm concerned. For eating.
I was reaching in, pulling them all off, and I'll tell you what, those little stickers grab a hold of your arm and won't let go, and you go pull them back and get them.
Oh yeah, well, them wild ones, but the ones that the ones that's been genetically modified that we have in our backyard don't have any stickers on them, but they don't have a decent berries on them. They got nice big old berries, but they're full of the seeds inside them is about as big as the berry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I
Jacob.
kind of like them. I kind of like them when they're just just barely before ripe. They have that little bit of a tart taste to them. I like those a little better. Most of the ones I picked here were fully ripe and they have a little bit of a sweet taste to them, but they have a little bit more flavor when you pick them when they've got just barely, just the lightest tinge of red in them. I was hopeful that there'd be enough there. I'd pick some, give them to my mother-in-law, let her make us pie. There wasn't enough.
You know, you talk about forager and Jace there just mentioned the fig trees. The bees will work those figs. They don't. I don't know. You know, I had fig trees when we lived in the South down there, and the bees, it's all over the things, like you said. I don't know if they get any nectar off of them or not. They're sure. There's something in the figs that they really like. I guess it's the sugar. They're real sweet.
I think the fig wasp is the one that actually makes the fig tree thrive.
It's a wasp, you say, Joey?
Yeah, they have a wasp that goes in the fig, actually goes in the fig before it's actually a full fig.
Hey,
It lays eggs. Had to look up on YouTube, see if we can find a documentary on it. Fig wasp.
Huh. Well, I've been around fig trees off and on for several years down there, and I never knew that there was a wasp. Entombed in the fruit. Well, thank you, Lisa. I learned a little something tonight anyway.
Huh.
They're gone. They're gone. Time the fig is ready to eat. They're all gone. They've done their duty and gone.
Yeah. I don't think I'll be eating any more figs off the trees.
Why?
Because the wasps are entombed in it.
They're gone.
Yeah, they leave.
They get ready to eat. They're gone.
So you mean they rotted away inside the fig and they're gone?
No, they emerged.
Oh,
They taste about the same as a stink bug. God, I'm sure you'd enjoy them.
I thought maybe if those wasps were entombed in
There you go.
the figs, it'd be like little raisins in the figs. No ants, Rick. Knock on wood. Well, it's probably because there's no nectar in the hives. No, there's no ants. As long as I keep going with the Webster to knock down the black widow webs underneath the pallets, they have no way of getting up there. Unless the wind blows a twig or weed, something, a piece of straw up against the pallet, then I'm in trouble.
I want to show you guys something. Tell me if you know what it is and if you've ever tried or tasted it before.
Glue? Oh.
Medical grade. That just made it expensive. Never heard of it.
I've never heard of that. Yeah.
So I've never heard of it before. My sister-in-law and brother-in-law brought it back from, oh crud,
Lower Slybovia, that's where that comes from.
I'm sorry?
Lower Slybovia is where all that Mariola honey comes from.
Well, I don't know nothing about that, all right?
Lower
But-
Slybovia?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Never heard of that.
Mm-hmm.
There was a gentleman that was up here I was talking with, a Hispanic man, trying to figure out where he said he was from in Mexico, somewhere in middle Mexico, basically. He actually ran home and grabbed some and brought it back and said this is what it was. Now, this is actually produced by a small stingless bee, and my sister-in-law and brother-in-law brought it back from, oh my gosh, I'm trying to think of where they were at.
Upper Slivovia?
No.
And it's been an upper Slivovia at least, because that's the only place you can get that comes out of lower Slivovia.
No, this is not, has nothing to do with that.
You get that same place you get that hickory syrup from.
This guy here. Joey, can I boot him off the chat?
That's up to you.
Add me. Goodbye, all.
You'd probably be doing the world a favor.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh man, how many people are watching now? Like 3?
71.
You won. I also have some of this right here.
Yeah, well,
That's pretty good honey right there.
Oh yeah.
My orange blossom honey, though.
It's starting to, you can barely see it. There's little bitty crystals in the bottom down there.
yeah.
Just starting.
I
It
think
is
that comes straight from Loma Vista, didn't it? In that Loma Vista.
No, this
that's
is not his. This is not his
Okay.
blue curl.
No, I have orange blossom, Tom. That's what he's talking about.
I'll tell you
Hey,
something.
Rick.
Actually,
Rick, which Black Widow are you talking about?
God.
In general, or the one with the snake?
Odell nailed it. That's it. Costa Rica, right there. Boom. That's where they went.
That's where that come from.
Yeah, that's just.
So is it medical grade or what? For
Whoops.
what's it do?
I don't know. They say medical grade. I
Give it to JW. Maybe grow him a new hip.
all I know is per ounce, this stuff was really expensive. This is it's hard to tell, but that's 1 fluid ounce of honey that's in this.
Oh,
And I think that they paid, boy, would need to ask them again. It was a lot. I'm like, you paid how much for that? And they're like, yeah. They said, we wanted you to have it. I want to say it was like $20-something. It was really expensive. So on this site that I'm looking at, it says it retails for roughly $250 per a 4-ounce jar.
Hey, kitty cat.
Rick, they probably all still there.
I think he's on Google looking where to find out where Lower Slivovia is. That's what he's doing.
No, I didn't look that up because you're a liar.
I'm partial middle
He
slide.
Googles everything. He checks me out every statement I make. So he's probably still looking for Lower Slivovia.
I ain't found it yet.
It's south of upper, but right next to middle.
Mhm. Yeah. Apparently pretty close to Costa Rica down there someplace. What's it taste like?
Oh, that was the orange blossom. That's good.
Oh,
So the other stuff, it has a really distinct taste. It's not something that I would say would be my favorite, but it's interesting. The flavor starts off as almost the best way I could describe it, almost and very light, almost vinegary, a bit off. But then after that sits on your tongue for a couple of seconds, it smooths out and it has almost like a fruity aftertaste. That part was pretty good. We mainly just, I haven't eaten any of it. Well, we did sample it. It's been open and I did sample it. It had a unique smell to it as well. It's very dark, as you can see. What I'll do is I don't mind bringing it. A lot of times when we get samples of honey from people all over the place, we save a lot of them and we take them to different things so people can sample. meetings and just different things like that. So if you've given me some of your honey before, it's likely that it's been through tastings. I think we got to do it.
Sticker.
Here comes the entertainment.
My life is complete now.
Yeah, it's a train wreck.
Boz is wanting to perform. You're good in performance mode, aren't you, buddy?
What else can we talk about, Joey? Anybody have any ideas?
Tom worked me so hard, I got a blister.
Oh, look, Melissa got a blister on her hand.
Put some of that
Very
honey on there. That Laura Slypovia honey will take care of that in 30 seconds.
Should I put some on it?
Let's not.
She said no.
That's a dreaded disease there, Melissa. That's zebriosis of the bungalosis. That's hard to overcome.
That was
working disease.
Yep.
That was from
of the bungalosis. That's what it cause.
That was from scrubbing the garage floor yesterday or the day before.
Scrubbing.
Tom, where's yours? You have
I don't know.
He was busy yapping on the phone while I was working.
I don't know.
Surprise, surprise.
I do not doubt that one iota. I won't have to Google that to see if that's true.
Hey, I was on the business dealing side of it. She was on the worker bee side. I've graduated.
What were you doing? Oh,
You guys keep making fun of my dog. I won't even sing a whole tune, and you'll be sorry.
I wish you would. Hey, boss. Hey, boss. Hey, boss. Aren't you a good boy? Huh?
Me.
What?
Me.
Dog.
Hello,
There we go.
he's my buddy. Hello, Speedball. He's my best buddy. Aloysius, 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 he is the dog for me.
Poor guy.
I love it.
I had to make
I gave
a
it
short
a
on
10.
that one.
I give it a 10.
We've done everything else. We might as well let the dog.
I know, right? Not everybody gets to see that either. So you all 75 folks that are on here watching, you got it.
If there's that many left, you'll be down to 50 pretty shortly. Hanging up.
Why don't you
Just
walk
the
old Donk in
hands
there?
too.
Let's see Donk.
Yeah. Bring Donk in the house.
Attaboy, boss. Good night.
No, he's gone.
See you later.
He's done.
Uh,
Look at that comment, JW.
I see that.
Uh,
I've drove my dog crazy. I didn't have to.
He needs to come back down to Louisiana for a few days again.
I'd like to, but it can't. I was planning on actually, if you want to know the truth, the third Thursday of July, I planned on being in Franklinton, but it didn't work out. It isn't working out. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Slight delay.
Slight delay.
Hmm.
But that's what I had planned. But I got through my bees before I extracted. I was going to show up in Franklinton about the third Thursday, if I remember correctly. Uh-oh, Melissa's finally fed up with him. She's beating him now with
Throwing
him.
dishes at him now.
Yeah,
I think
she's
she got the
throwing
frying.
whole-
She
throwing
got the
whole
frying
kitchen
pan
at him.
out.
I knew he shouldn't have walked away from that camera. He was safe as long as he's in front of that camera. No more Tom.
Did you get him? Oh, he's fixing something to eat.
Tom, what is your
Well, look the legs on that thing. I've got a Banny Rooster's got prettier legs than that.
Hey.
Tom, what is your specialty that you're cooking tonight?
Oh,
It's a gourmet
Oh.
pizza.
Gourmet
Dang.
frozen pizza.
You
you
just
just
now
come up
eating
with
at
I just
almost
come
10
up with a
o'clock.
new nickname for Tommy. I call him chicken
It's
legs.
just weird to have gourmet and frozen in the same sentence.
Gourmet frozen Red Baron pizza.
Oh, it's not. No, it's no big deal.
Is it Red Baron or Tombstone? I think it's Red Baron.
I don't know.
Whatever Sam sells.
I don't know. They taste all right. We had a long day. We worked 12 plus hours. Thomas was getting his. Well, thank you.
Holy chicken legs.
I'll take that as a compliment. I gotta be faster one away from Melissa, you know.
Mhm.
Made another little block of wax today, or yesterday actually.
Wow.
It's a little dirtier on the bottom.
It doesn't go up
This one.
here. No, go up. I think John said something.
So I got to load up my
Probably
lunar
no ice cream.
or I
You
forgot.
don't have any.
No ice cream sandwiches here.
Oh, I had an It's It yesterday. That was good.
Some what yesterday?
An It's It. It's an ice cream sandwich.
Must be the California name for it.
Yeah.
we just call them ice cream sandwiches around here. I don't think
It's
we
a
actually have
brand.
any ice cream in the house right now. Oh, I
There's a
see.
brand new one here. I ain't touched
There's a brand new what?
ice cream. I bought it, never used it.
Oh,
How come? What's up with the camera going in and out, going dark and bright?
so Tom got this new laptop a couple months ago, and for whatever reason, it auto focuses, I guess, and it I don't know does weird things with the light. We haven't figured out how to turn that off.
Oh, I played around with it. I probably messed something up.
There's the problem.
I need to get in there and start jazzing it up a little more.
Who is that? I can't see who. I can't see that guy's face. Who is that? All I see is a blue hat and a gray T-shirt and one ear.
You want to hear?
There, is that better?
No, it's an HP OmniBook. But no idea how to fix the lighting
Hmm.
thing.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a setting on it.
I think that's contagious. You front me.
I mean, you have a monitor that's like 32 inches. This here is only like, I don't know, 19. As long as Melissa likes them. That's right. That's right.
And he has an iPad.
I was actually snacking on pepperoni and mustard. Pepperoni sandwich minus the bread.
We do that. We lay it with cheese.
She's drinking some of that.
Hummingbird.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's Sprite with grenadine in it.
With what?
That's
sure
your
that's
hummingbird
what's in
drink.
there. Grenadine.
It's a homemade
Here,
Shirley
let me
Temple.
smell it. Let me smell it. Yep. There's nothing in there.
It's homemade Shirley Temple.
That looked like something come from a California vineyard.
Nope.
I think it's blue curl, actually, is what it is.
Sam's has the Sam's, their deli meat. They have the best pepperoni.
Yep.
What's those ones that the Walmart sells? They sell them by the thousand. Jacks, is that it? Or
What? Pizza?
pizzas? Yeah.
Jack's, Tombstone, all of them.
Well, Jacks is the cheapest ones, the ones I usually get.
Apis out.
That must be a man.
Yeah. So I love pickles and I love mustard so much that, like, for one of my birthdays when I was younger, my aunt gave me nothing but pickles, dill pickles, and French's mustard.
Where are those one pickles at?
They're in there. I just had them. It was a whole gift bag of nothing but I don't have any, Odell. A whole gift bag of nothing but pickles and mustard.
Speaking
Okay,
of pickles,
Here's a good
anything
pickle.
pickles we buy from Sam's doesn't last long.
Sam's got rid of the one kosher pickles. Now they have their own brand, and I don't like them.
If you all want to try some good pickles, the zesty dill spears, those are good. These have an amazing flavor. Again, I have no idea what that has to do with beekeeping, but it is what it is.
We hadn't
You know,
talked
the
30
bees have the bees
We've been
have
on here over
pollinate
2 hours. We through with bees.
They got flowers on them too.
That's right. They do. Uh-huh.
Pickle plants have yellow flowers, and the bees make yellow honey, and they can make pickle honey.
You mean dill?
My bees make pickle honey. I sell it every year.
You mean
just
dill?
pickle juice.
What about cucumbers?
Dill or cucumbers?
What?
I planted dill one year. Tom won't let me plant it anymore.
He had that crap all over my landscape beds. I went there with, yes, I did, glyphosate and three-way herbicide, and I knocked it all down. Killed it dead.
Hey, I
But
want
it's-
to ask you a serious question.
Mhm.
Are you a licensed? What do they call it? You have to have a license.
applicator.
Yeah, application license.
There are several different
What is a
categories.
good product that will kill grass and won't kill broadleaf?
Won't
You
kill
know?
what?
Oh, I,
Will kill grass but won't kill a broadleaf.
well, that was
You know,
opposite of what I do.
I'm
I
serious.
don't know. I have no idea. I don't know if the product exists.
Yeah, there's
I
a
mean-
product that kill grass that won't kill broadleaf, but I can't reconcile what it is. Maybe you can Google it up for me and tell me. I don't know how to Google.
Uh,
Yeah, right.
There, Country Roads is helping you out. Clethodin. Clethodin.
I'm trying to think. There's a product
And
that
I
we
think
use.
that might be right, Country Roads. Thank you. I had some and I need some more. My pollination bed is being overcome with grass, but I've got it full of cosmos and zinnias and hyacinths and that kind of stuff. I don't want to kill them, but I want to kill some of the grass that's in there. I mean that's on a serious. That's a pretty serious conversation for me to be having. But
Let me ask you this, though. This might make a difference, honestly. Is that grass you're seeing in there, is that Bermuda grass? Or
no,
is that
it's foxtail and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, a weed
Right.
grass.
Johnson grass. He needs
Yeah.
to kill 30 acres of
Johnson
grass.
grass, foxtail, that type of stuff.
So Johnson grass is a difficult one to control long term. You know why?
Yeah, it's almost impossible to kill it
That's
out.
right. Those seeds can last dormant for up to, I don't know this to be factual, but I heard this information in class one time. They say up to 8 years, Johnson grass seeds can lay dormant. Wow. Talk about trying to control that long term. That stuff will continue to pop in a turf grass lawn for a long time.
Yeah, and it comes back with a vengeance.
Oh, yeah.
That was all I had.
You've got a problem there if you're trying to kill out Johnson grass and keep it killed out on 30 acres. You've got a problem.
Yeah, you're talking about a big boom sprayer.
Goats. There you go.
That'd be like trying to get rid of the hair grass.
Yeah. Goats will eat it, poop it down there, and then replant it is what'll happen.
Apis says goats. Yeah, goats is good to clean up property with. I've used them in the past.
They'll use those to clean up kudzu too.
It's almost 10 o'clock. I think at 10 o'clock I'm going to end the chat. How about
Well,
that?
Tom's pizza is almost done
Give you a
anyway.
little bit of warning.
My gourmet pizza's almost done, Todd. You want to come over and get a piece of it? You can.
Just hang in there.
Yeah.
I'll come.
Right over.
Yeah. JW will pick you up on JW Force One and swing into St. Louis
Yeah.
and just parachute in.
He's pretty stingy. He don't want
We just plunged from 71 to 61 all of a sudden.
I'm surprised you even had that many left.
Well, if anybody had on their bingo card cars, Johnson grass,
Pickles.
clothidine, and something else.
Kudzu.
Congratulations. Oh, and South Slobobia, then you're
No, Lower Slobobia. You're gonna make
Google's not popping up the answer for that. What else can I
fig
Google?
wasp. We got a few fig wasp conversations.
sorry, Joey.
Bindweed, that only grows in Colorado. You only that is a byproduct of cannabis. But bindweed, that's the same stuff. We got some kind of idea what you're doing out there,
Wow.
Flower
How
Street.
do you know that?
Because I raised it.
You got 30 acres of that stuff? You get 30 acres of that stuff, you can make it into gummies.
It's legal.
Brian was starting his own dispensary, and now he wants to get out of the business.
I'll
That's
maybe
why
2 years. I want to put out a little information. I'm 82 years old, and I bought some THC gummies.
Some what?
To help with my help with my hip. And all it does was make me sleepy,
Uh,
Oh, gummies?
sir.
You said you got gummies?
You know, marijuana gummies. I sure did. It's legal here.
it's legal here too.
If you get the hurt bad enough, you'll try a lot of things you hadn't tried before. I can tell you that. But I bought some here a couple weeks ago, and I took every one of them. But all they did is make me want to sleep all the time.
all at one time.
I didn't take them all at once, Tom. But
You're gonna watch the numbers of this chat spiral up.
my two grandsons, when they walk in the door now, they say, "Where's Stoner?"
I'm going to start calling you hippie.
There, John has a suggestion for you. Take the gummies and work the hives at the same time.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
During a
See
YouTube
there?
live.
Yeah, Brian, that's right.
Oh,
Colorado was the innovator in that stuff.
Yeah. It's legal here, Lord. You know what the deal is, though? Illinois, you can buy it. They got dispensaries, the state control, but the tax on this stuff is a 25% tax.
yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Same here. Same
I have
here.
no idea what it is here. Tom cuts the lawn of a local dispensary. Well, I guess Andrew cuts the lawn of a local dispensary.
Yeah.
Well, I have, like I said, I'm 82 years old. I did my first marijuana here in the last 30 days.
We're proud of you. Hey, Todd, that's gonna make the Navi Hotel evening chat interesting.
Oh,
Hey.
that'll be some fun right there. Although I'm now not going to have JW as my personal driver. I better.
Hey, next thing we know, JW is going to be making THC infused honeys. THC creamed honey.
Did I tell you guys when I was over there in February about this guy in the high desert above LA makes THC honey?
Stoner apiaries.
Stoner apiaries. Oh, that's perfect.
Brian wins the internet for tonight. He wins the internet. I love it.
Stoner apiaries.
You and Joey keep clicking.
I know. I'm gonna leave it alone.
You keep clicking each other off.
There's a
Gotta
guy
get us
that
off of here before we get us all in jail.
they just,
Wait, Todd's trying to say something 3 times now.
So there's a guy in the high desert above LA that makes I guess it's THC honey. It's infused. He buys he goes to a dispensary and buys the actual marijuana. Then he kind of chops it up, puts it in the oven, bakes it down. I don't know, but he sells a 3-ounce jar of it for it was like $300 and something, and he can't keep up. All these people drive up out of LA to go to his place and buy this stuff.
Wow.
Maybe
Well, the
they-
law enforcement isn't sitting there waiting for people to leave and pull them over. You got a tail light out, sir. Can't read your tag.
That's right.
Okay, it's 10
Jace,
o'clock,
we'll set up an autograph table for you.
y'all. All right, I'm fixing to close us out.
Yeah, please do before we end up in jail.
and don't worry,
Yeah,
JW, I'll bring the snacks.
We down to 56 people now.
Oh.
When you started
I
talking
don't
about
blame
that, the
him.
numbers actually went up.
If I wasn't on here, I'd be long gone too.
Good night, everybody. Appreciate
Good
you.
night, y'all.
No.
Good night.
See y'all.
See you later.